Hi. I want to talk to you about why we should do touch the water. Um, well, first off, the more you look around the world, the more screwed up it is, don't you see? Don't you think? Is this the world that you want to live in? Is this the world you want to leave your kids? Um, I don't think I got to go too hard to convince you that things are pretty screwed up in this world, right? Okay, so we can agree there. Everything's kind of screwed up. But why touch the water? Well, if we think about how things have been changed in the past, people get out and picket in the streets, and dare I say, I think honestly that causes more animosity than unity. See, this whole thing's about unity, not divisions. It's about fixing the world's problems without dividing the people. It's about coming together without being forced together behind some cultural Marxism. So you look around the world, what other things do people do to try to fix things? Well, you got the protesting. We see how well that's working. We got lawsuits and stuff, but, how long does that take? And those aren't reliable. Then you have the full on war. But I don't care how righteous your cause is. As soon as you kill one other person, you're no better than the person you're fighting. So, every method we've used throughout history to try to change things has wound up in the death of many people. So now you got to wonder, what can we do? So there's a lot of people with the internet searching for truth, right? I know I have myself. The more you look around, the more you realize how many lies we've been told throughout our history. I mean, I don't even know where to begin with the lies that humanity and our society and everything's based on. And we can't go on like this. The hypocrisy, the Orwellian nightmare that we're living now with the doublespeak and all this craziness. We got to fix it. But how? How? Well, we can keep yelling at each other online, but I don't think that's helping. I think somebody said it recently, you lose so much of the person when you're talking to them just reading type. You don't get the inflection, you don't get the facial, you don't get the emotion when you're talking in type. So everything in our society that's supposed to bring us together, communication and whatnot, has really served to separate us. How many of us don't know our neighbors? Think about it. I mean, sure, you can talk to somebody in Australia and Montana, have a great conversation and strike up a good friendship, but when it really comes down to it, my neighbors are the people that I live by. Those are the people I should know. So there's another good aspect of why we should do touch the water. It's an attempt to fix things or get the ball rolling on fixing things the right way that gets us offline and together and starts building community again. I truly believe one of our biggest problems in this world is our lack of community. And we need to meet face to face and eye to eye to build that community. We can't build true community online. So we got that there. Another good reason why I touch the water is, I've done a video on it, but scientifically it's proven. There's a lot of scientific evidence that enough people coming together and deciding that we want to build a world based on love and compassion can actually make a profound difference on the psyche of the entire world. If you don't think the powers that be don't know that already, look at the news. Isn't it all fear-mongering about what's might be, what could be? So little of it is stories about what actually happened and more about things we need to fear. All about fear. Why do you think everything's about fear and anger and whatnot? Well, as long as we're thinking anger and fear, we're never going to be thinking love, and we'll never truly come together the right way. So why touch the water? What else have we done that's actually worked? What real, honest good has come from anything else that we've done? Now you can say, yeah, oh yeah, look at Selma. That had a lot to do with the equal rights and stuff, and I fully agree. There are mass gatherings throughout history that have proven to make a large impact, yes. Why touch the water? Because it's a mass gathering. With all the lies and everything and deceit around in the world, we need to decide. Let me go back on that a little bit. With all the lies and deceit in the world that are pushed on us, that are focused on, I refuse to believe that most people in the world want to live in that world. I fully believe that the vast majority of us want to live in a world that's loving and compassionate. But as long as we keep going down the same road we're going with the same entertainment, the same news, the same everything, we're going to keep getting the same crap. We have got to do something different to truly, fundamentally change this world. And millions of us gathering at the water's edge and demanding a world based on love and compassion would help a lot. Well, how would that help the lies? Well, honest love is honest. All these subversive groups that are doing nothing but dividing would go away in a loving, compassionate world. Of course, I'll just use Antifa as an example. Now, I fully disagree with what Antifa's doing. I agree with their right to say what they want to say, but I fully disagree with their violent tactics and all that, and I think they should be considered a terrorist organization. That's just a personal opinion. But if I were to go out and fight Antifa and meet them on the streets and beat them up, because they're just a bunch of stupid teenagers, come on, let's be honest, I would be no better than them. And that's been our problem throughout history. We have a problem, we murder that problem. At America, we're bombing excellence into the world. And how well is that working? We gotta quit. We gotta quit. This forced domination of people has gotta quit. In every sense. Your cultural Marxism about you're triggered because of some microaggression or something, that's gotta quit. I'm sorry, but look in the mirror. If you are that offended by somebody's little joke that you want to blow up the world, the problem is yours, not the person making the joke. And we're forgetting that. We're not looking inside anymore. Love looks inside. Love doesn't blame everybody else for your problems. Love looks inside and says, you know what? I need to do this. This is not a loving, compassionate world we live in. And we're going down the road to ruin. I don't care how you look at it. It looks like we are. Why? Because we believe we are. Something like 60% of Americans just expect us to go to World War III. Why? Why don't we just expect peace? And we can. If enough of us get together and demand it and start living it, it'll be. It really is that simple. It's about you making a choice. It's about all of us making a choice. I know damn well this is not the world that I would want to write my name on and claim that I left to people. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it that's actually good, that actually brings people together, that makes things more positive, that is good for the whole world, not just you and your little group? What are you going to do? Now, you can sit there and rail at me and tell me how stupid of an idea that touch the water is, but what are you doing? Is belittling people and talking smack about them online making this world a better place? Are people like Chunk Unger and the Young Turks who just flat out lie and misrepresent everything, are they making this place a better world to live in? No. No, not at all. Not at all. And as much as I despise these kind of people, if I were to stoop to their level, I would be no better. We all need to step up. Get back to that whole idea of turning the other cheek. You social justice warriors, you need to learn that. Because I'm sorry if something I say might offend you. But it's your problem that you're offended, not mine. Love doesn't kiss your ass. Love tells you the truth. And it's time this world got off its lazy ass and fixed it. We will not be able to trust those people in charge to fix it. We have to fix it a little bit at a time, just like every ant brings its own little piece of sand to make the mound. Grab your piece of sand. Make this mound a world right. One way we can do it, one way that'd be a great way to start, is for all of us that are so tired of this BS world to gather together and say no thank you to this system. And then from that day forward, start building a system that's more user friendly for the human beings that live in this world. That's not such a hard thing to do. It's not such a bad thing to do. And I really think you get down to it, that's kind of a universal dream too. So why love? Well, science has proven that the frequency that the heart puts out in the mode of love reacts very special ways with water. Look it up. So we go to love. We go down to the core basic concept. Right now we got fear and greed. How about love and compassion? How about love? One simple, easy word that all of us basically understand. One day we concentrate on that word as a core foundation of our new society. And with that new understanding and universality and purpose, we build the world we deserve. It can't happen, but it's up to us to do it. Please, spread this word. Touch the Water, August 20th. I'll see you all there. Thanks for listening.